Alright, fellas, I know I said that I was gonna quit TDS, and I still am quitting TDS. I'm never gonna play this game again, likely, or at least I'm not gonna play it as actively as I used to. I'm not gonna return for events all that often anymore and all that shit. Because the developers of this game have just disappointed me over and over and over again, and I just really can't take it anymore. But I did say I was going to make an occasional update video on the game if the developers do something really good or something really bad. And unfortunately, as tradition goes, they did something really bad once again. Basically, if you guys have been keeping up with TDS, you would know that they have been cooking up this Tesla tower for a really, really, really long time now. And when the update came out, we all thought that the update was just going to be the Tesla tower and nothing else. But no. Instead of it just being the Tesla tower, the developers of Tower Defense Simulator decided to release the Tesla tower and also spend months and months and months cooking up the perfect updates to fuck up the whole game and make it absolutely unplayable. And that's basically what this update that you're feasting your eyes on right now is. It's an update that, in my opinion, ruins the game maybe even more than the hardcore overhaul update first came out. When the hardcore overhaul update first came out, it redesigned every single tower in such a way that the towers in question became infinitely worse and infinitely less satisfying to play with. And that update ruined the game for many, 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 many years. And the developers of TDS have been working after the Solar Eclipse update, the original one that happened in 2021, I think. Ever since the Solar Eclipse update, the TDS developers have been working to alleviate the issues of that old update that happened 6 years ago at this point. And they've been doing a pretty good job. If you guys have been keeping up with TDS in the past 2 years, you would know that the developers of TDS have pretty much reworked 90% of the towers in the game. They completely remade everyone's skins, gave them new skins, and completely changed their stats and made pretty much every single tower more satisfying to play with and more interesting to play with and just better and cooler overall, for lack of a better word. And you know what? When I saw that they were releasing another update that pretty much changed every single tower, I was like, you know what? Maybe this time it will be better. Maybe this time the update will actually be good and not ruin everything like the hardcore overhaul update did all the way back in 2020. And so I went on the Google documents that talked about every single update or every single rebalance of every single tower. And you know what? I just scrolled a little bit through it to see what towers were being updated. I wanted to see if the farm was being updated, and lo and behold, the farm was being updated. And when I saw this, I thought, damn, the TDS developers really are cooking with this one, right? Because the farm, ever since it was released all the way back in 2019, has remained absolutely untouched. And the economy of TDS has been spiraling out of control ever since the release of the farm. The towers, every single tower that was reworked, just kept getting more and more and more and more and more and more expensive. And it was getting ridiculous trying to keep up with tower prices and trying to actually max out your towers by final wave when the final boss comes out. And the community was desperately fucking begging for an economy update, right? For the farm and the cowboy to get buffed, people were desperately begging for that. People really wanted the economy to be rebalanced, to be better. And unfortunately, when I actually got around to reading the new stats of the farm, I was deeply, deeply disappointed. Unfortunately, most of the towers that got reworked in this update got even more expensive than they previously were So, at this point, the whole economy situation with TDS is getting nearly unsalvageable. Like, the economy is getting so bad that it's nearly unsalvageable. And I was desperately hoping that with this update, or with one of these updates that they're going to release in the near future, they were going to rework the farm. And they finally did. And what did they do with the farm? They fucking shat all over it while making everything 10 times more expensive than it already was. I mean, wow. I mean, truly, you just gotta clap it up for the fucking developers. I mean, not even the biggest fucking idiots on planet Earth could have thought about something like this, could have thought to make an update like this. And yet it somehow still happens. That is truly applause worthy. I really have nothing else to say to that. But anyways, with that long ass intro out of the way, what I want to do with this video is make a little unscripted rant where I just turn my camera on and I just talk to you guys without any script or anything. And I just go over the balance changes and this updates. Because holy fuck, most of them are really bad. And you know what? I'm gonna dwell on some of them for quite a long time, but for most of them, I'm just gonna breeze through them because there's quite a lot of balance changes in this update. So, if I want to cover them all, I'm gonna need to breeze through some of the towers pretty quickly. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much my intention with this video. I just want to make a little unscripted rant where I go over every tower's balance changes, I suppose. So, starting with the starter towers, pretty much every single starter tower except for like the scouts, and I think that's it. I think only the scouts didn't get reworked in this update, and every other starter tower did. But yeah, let's start with starter towers. Let's start reading out their changes and see what I think about them. So, yeah, Paintballer is a tower that people really wanted to see reworked, and I guess it finally got reworked. So let's see what kind of changes that the TDS was made with it. Whew. So here they say, Paintballer has become a lot more of a spammable tower with a change to its placement footprint size to differentiate it from Demo Man. Interesting. I wonder if they mean that the footprint got bigger or smaller, but I guess we'll see. Splash capabilities with max hits and splash radius were buffed. Okay, that's pretty cool. I guess just a bit more of a splash tower that can take a bit better care of crowds than it used to. Yeah, primarily balanced off being a super cost-effective tower for early game use. Cost and total DPS have been slashed as a result. Ooh, okay, interesting. Whoa, yeah, I'm seeing it here. Yeah, holy shit, from $200 to $25. Okay, we'll get into that. But yeah, so basically it's a lot more of a spammable tower, and yeah, it's been designed to I guess be a bit more of a crowd control tower for early game. That's pretty cool, actually. Maybe it's a Golden Scout, But yeah, starting this charade off, we got the placement footprint actually got a little bit smaller with this tower, which is pretty cool. So yeah. It's a little bit between a melee and a normal tower. So I think there's like 3 classes of towers in this game. There's like the huge towers, like the Spotlight Technician, for example, which have like a huge fucking footprint. Then there's the normal towers like Minigunner, Cowboy, all those guys have like a medium footprint. And then there's like the melee towers, which have a super small footprint like the Gladiator. And I guess this is like an oddball tower that's like in the middle of like a melee tower and a normal tower, which I think is pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, the level 0 version of the Paintballer got, I wouldn't say nerfed, it got reworked, right? It's a lot cheaper, like 4 times cheaper to place. Yeah, you can put down 6 of these motherfuckers on wave 1, which is pretty insane, actually. I'm starting to like this one, I was crashing out over the farm and the economy a little bit ago. But honestly, I think this update might be good. This one reworked of the Paintballer might be good. But yeah, the price has been slashed. The damage goes from 2 to 1. Okay, reasonable change. Fire rate goes from 1.6 to 1.7. Range is a little bit higher, and max hits are a little bit higher. Okay, so it has splash damage. Yeah. So yeah, I actually kind of like that. You know, I think I might start using paintballer as my early game tower instead of like Golden Scout or like Cowboy or whatever. I mean, $100 is pretty fucking insane. Like placing down 6 of these motherfuckers on wave 1 is pretty insane, and I actually really like that idea. That makes this tower pretty unique. Um, but yeah, level 1, this is actually fucking insane. Level 1, its price got reduced from $200 to $25, so it's super cheap now. But it also does a lot less damage, unfortunately, and its fire rate stays the same. Its range is a little bit higher. Yeah, there's not like a ton of changes. Yeah, there's not like a ton of changes between level 0 and level 1, which I guess is why it's $25 instead of $200. I mean, okay, whatever. You know, I guess a little bit of range, a little bit of splash radius, and you can hit a little more targets than you used to, so, you know, that's okay. Oh, man. Level 2, yeah, from $600, almost $700 to $150. Its damage is a lot lower. Its fire rate is actually a bit higher. That's pretty cool. Yeah, its range, same as here. Max hit, same as here. And splash radius gets increased a little bit from level 1 to 4. You know, again, it's a little bit of a map update, but whatever. Or a map upgrade, I mean. But whatever. Level 3 gets cut in half, pretty much, in terms of cost. But its damage also gets cut in half. And its fire rate gets a bit faster. And its range gets a bit bigger. And splash radius and max... Oops. Splash radius and max hits pretty much stay the same. Where was I? Yeah, I was here. Yeah, that's pretty cool, honestly. But yeah. I mean, I didn't really know if this is gonna be like too useful in the early game by the time that you can afford it. I mean, it probably will be. You know what? It probably will be because its fire rate gets cut down into half of what it used to be. So it pretty much does double DPS with 1 extra damage. So a little bit over double DPS actually. And yeah, its range, splash radius, and max hit stay the same from here. It's an okay upgrade. It's an okay upgrade. I'm okay with that. I'm honestly okay with that. Going on to level 4, it's pretty much buffs all across the board. The price gets slashed. The damage gets nerfed a little bit, but it's not too bad. Fire rates. Oops. Oh my god, it keeps scrolling up. I keep highlighting everything. But yeah, fire rates it's okay. It's okay, whatever. Just slight increase. Yeah, slight range increase as well, slight splash radius increase, and slight max hits increase. Although it stays the same as it did here, so, you know. But that's cool. That's alright. Level 5, yeah, again, pretty inoffensive stuff. Its damage gets a lot higher. Its price gets a little bit lower. Not quite a lot lower, but a little bit. Range is okay. Splash radius is okay. Max is okay. Yeah, I think this is actually a pretty good rebalance. You know, I did crash out a lot over the farm, but this one is actually pretty decent. I actually really like this one. You know, I have a lot better of an early game tower. You know, might contest Golden Scout and Cowboy and all that. Like I said, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. But let's check out the demo main now. The demo man receives a splash capabilities buff in order to be more useful to new players and hold its own against towers like Soldier and Militant. That's pretty interesting, because Soldier and Militant are like relatively solid in their current state, so them getting buffed is pretty cool. Or what I meant to say is that demo man reaching their capabilities is pretty cool. But yeah. It properly serves as a beginner first splash center tower, which with increased splash radius and faster fire rate across most levels. Okay, and that's actually pretty interesting. So I guess they kind of buffed this guy to like have an answer for buffing this guy, because paintballer getting buffed, it basically makes him the new early game splash tower. So if Demoman gets buffed to counteract that, I mean I think that's pretty cool. But anyways, level 0, fire rate gets a little bit nerfed, splash radius gets buffed, range gets buffed, and price is a little bit cheaper, nothing too special there. Level 1, oh, price gets nerfed, oh damn, okay. Yeah, price actually goes higher in this one. That's interesting. Fire rate is a bit lower though, and range is a bit bigger, and splash radius is also a bit bigger. That's, I mean, okay, it's pretty inoffensive. I wouldn't have increased his price; would have kept it the same. But you know what? Whatever. It's okay. Again, same with this. I mean, why are we increasing his price by $25? Like, is it really that big of a deal? I mean, whatever. Inoffensive, I guess. Fire rate 2 seconds. Yeah. Pretty standard. So small buffs across the board. And then here's a. Ooh, damn. Okay, this one is a little hot. This one is a little hot. Damn, that's a big price upgrade. Again, I don't know if I would have done this because again, like his level 4 is pretty fucking pricey, man. His level 4 is pretty pricey, and I would say his level 3 used to be a little bit pricey too for what it did. I mean, I would have cut like level 4 in half instead of like tacking on another $250 to it, but like whatever. Level 3 though, as I mentioned, I don't like the price increase. I really don't, especially for like these minor buffs right here. I mean, the damage is decent. The fire rate might be able to catch some zombies that are escaping. The splash radius is always nice. But is it like $400 type nice? I don't know about that. And then, yeah, here with level 4, they just really dropped the ball, I think. I mean, the price needed to get slashed heavily in this one. I don't know what they were thinking, but, I mean, sure, whatever, I guess. Fire rate gets a little improvement, range gets a little improvement, splash radius gets a little improvement. Okay. It's not the worst I've seen, okay? I don't hear people complaining about Demo Man, right? So I think Demo Man is okay. Okay, I think it's an okay rebalance in this update. I just wish his price at level 4 got slashed, but that's about it, honestly. But let's move on. Soldier receives a buff to keep up with other beginner towers. Okay, yeah, makes sense. We don't want these guys to overshadow him, I guess. Serves as a decent early range burst tower in contrast to Militant. Okay, interesting. Alright, so range gets increased, burst cooldown is quite a bit lower actually. Interesting. Okay, so he's going to be able to catch a couple more zombies now, that's cool. Level 1, price gets a buff, it gets slightly lowered, that's interesting. Okay, fire rate again gets buffed a little bit, range gets buffed a little bit, burst cooldown, yeah. Level 1 is pretty good so far. Level 2, price increase, again, it's not really too offensive, so I don't really care that much about it. And again, for a decent fire rate buff and a decent, pretty damn good range buff, actually, and a nice low burst cooldown, I don't really mind it all that much. Now this one, that's a bit steep. $750 is a little bit steep, but let's see what they got for his other stats. Fire rates. Yeah, it stays the same as here. Range stays the same. Burst counter. That's burst count. Yeah, it gets a few more ammo. And then the cooldown actually gets a significant decrease. Interesting. Yeah, that's decent. I would have maybe made this price like 1,750 or something, but you know what? Sure, why not? Flying detection. Oh no, he has flying detection again. I remember him having flying detection in the past and getting disabled, and now it's re-enabled, I guess. But yeah, fire rate down, cost down, which is pretty nice. Range a little bit increased, burst count increased, and burst cooldown goes down as well. Okay, you know what? This one is pretty nice. It's just an overall nice round buff. The only problem I have is maybe with level 3 price, but I guess it's not too bad. It's not too horrible. But yeah, I think this is pretty nice actually. Militant is method changes that make it stand out more as the de facto standard early tower of the game. Right. So now you can open up a game with Militants because it costs $600 instead of $700, which is pretty nice. Its level 1 price gets decreased slightly. Fire rate gets increased. Range slightly increased. Yeah, I don't know about that, but sure, whatever. Level 2 price slightly increased, range increased, fire rate, I mean, I don't know, like all these buffs don't really seem, or all these changes don't really seem too impactful. Ooh, damage 12 to 10 though. Oh, but its price got slashed quite a bit. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Its max price got slashed quite a bit, but its damage went down a little bit and range went down a little bit. Whatever. I mean, again, I'm probably not going to use militant still. So I mean, it's hard for me to say that I didn't care because I know people that do use militant, but whatever. I'm just going to say whatever. That's really all I have to say for this one. I don't know. This is kind of cool. This, again, all these changes from level 0 to 3 are kind of insignificant, and then level 4 has like a decent one, but whatever. That, yeah, it's a thing. It's a balance change, all right. But let's move on to Shotgunner. Shotgunner has been shifted to starter category and tweaked as such in order to combat overlapping roles with Assassin and help with new player progression. You choose move to mid-late game with powerful crack control. Interesting. Becoming more reliable as it's upgraded. Shop price 1,400 coins. Yeah, intermediate starter. I was going to view the Shotgunner as a starter tower, so it's kind of nice that it finally became starter tower. But yeah, now it has a placement limit of 9, which I think is pretty generous. Nothing wrong with that. Ooh, price gets increased severely though. Ooh, holy fuck. 120 degree spread degree when he shoots. That's actually insane. I'm assuming that this is the degree. Like originally it was a 45 degree angle that he would spread in when he shot. But now it's 120. That's like his bullet's almost going fucking sideways when he shoots. And his bullet count is lowered. I mean, I guess these two changes kind of go hand in hand to help each other not be as horrible as they sound. But damn, dude, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Again, the price, I don't know if it's worth $950. I think it should have been slightly increased, but like maybe to $600 so at least you can start the game with the Shotgunner instead of whatever the fuck this is. But, I mean, whatever, you know, it's, listen, we're gonna get to worse shit in here. I think this is pretty bad. I really wish it was $600 so you could start a game off with Shotgunner like you used to be able to, but it is what it is, I guess. No amount of me yelling is going to change what happened with the Shotgunner here. Price, again, increased. Damage, 1 to 3. And fire rate goes down, too. Yeah, bullet count, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Again, bullet count, I really don't know if we needed to do this, guys. I really don't know if we needed to do this. Like, it could have just stayed 8. And this could have just stayed 45. Right? And we could have been, like, giving him, like, a little bit of a damage buff and a fire rate buff and, like, increase his price a little bit, and that's pretty much it. Whatever, though. That's alright. Oh, man. Yeah. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, another price increase, another slight damage increase. Wait a second. What the fuck? What? What? Are you fucking shitting me? This is a horrible change. This is an awful change. What the fuck? So hold on. Let's process this. Let's process this a little bit, okay? Let's give this a moment to simmer in our brains. So his damage stays the same as level 1, and so does his fire rate. His bullet count increases ever so slightly to 8. And just for a bullet count increase of 2, essentially, you gotta pay $1,350 now? What? This should have been like a $300 upgrade, not a $1,300 upgrade. Damn. That's a weird change. Whatever, let's move on. Damage goes to 5, to increase from here. Fire rate also gets decreased a little bit. That's cool. Bullet count stays the same. Again, this is way too high of a price for these upgrades. I mean, it should have been like $2,000, honestly. Maybe 2,500. Maybe 2,500, actually. Yeah, it should stay the same. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, it's better than whatever the hell level 2 is, but, you know, it's still not that great. Level 4, huge price increase. Damage goes to 11, though. Oops. Damage goes to 11, though. Now that's a good buff. Double the damage, bullet count goes... Oh, well, fuck you. Alright, sure. Yeah, never mind. I take my words back. Fuck you. They decreased the bullet counts. That's okay. Whatever. Screw it. Fire rate 0.95 to 0.8. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. So what's it supposed to be again? Starter category, yeah. Move to mid-late game. How the fuck are you supposed to use this in mid to late game? What? There must be something I'm missing. I don't know if I'm missing something. That you guys can tell me in the comments. But I don't know this. I mean, it looks like an okay tower, right? It looks like about as powerful as chicanery used to be. It's just like a little bit more expensive now, so you got to use the mid game instead of early game. But whatever. Let's move on to intermediate towers. So there's a lot here. There's a lot to go through. So let's get the show on the road. Hunter. Now, this I've been a little bit excited about, because Hunter is another one of those towers that's like really shit and really needs a rebalance. So let's see what they did. Hunter has been changed to an intermediate tower to allow the tower to have the best possible stats it can receive with the lack of mechanics it has. Interesting, okay. So I'm assuming they didn't give it like any new abilities or anything new interesting about it. They just gave it like, they just made it pack a punch, I guess. With the cost and damage adjustments, it now serves as adequately as a beginner-friendly DPS choice. Okay, cool. Let's see. Limit 12 to 10. Again, inoffensive. I'm not really gonna dwell on that. Price has been increased. Okay. Ooh, that's a huge fucking damage increase. Yeah, the thing about Hunter is like before Fallen mode got reworked and Molten mode and like every single fucking mode in the entire game, this tower was like okay. It was like subpar, but it was okay, you know. He could pack a little bit of a punch, but now it really packs a punch. That's actually pretty fucking insane. I might start using this instead of like minigun or something, right? Because that's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, it's just a lot more expensive. Fire rate has been nerfed. Okay, yeah. So this is essentially level 0 is essentially a ranger. Essentially a level 0 ranger before you can actually get a ranger. It just doesn't have flying detection, I think. Oh, are you fucking shitting me? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, that's hidden detection. I thought that said flying detection. But no, it should have hidden detection. Come on, dude. Doesn't this guy have like a bird circling over his head or some shit? Like, come on. You should have hidden and flying. Like, what the fuck? Whatever. All I can say is whatever, really. Price, yeah, increase. Yeah, huge damage increase. Time nerf. Range has been increased. Okay, that's decent. Hidden detection, give that back to him. Give my boy back his hidden detection. What the fuck is this shit? Moving past that, I guess. Price, hella increase. Damage, hella increase. Holy shit, 96 damage. That's pretty good. Range, fire rates. Yeah, they're decent. 3,250, 156. Okay, that's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. That's a really good damage increase. Fire rates, yeah, it gets wait, what? What is a nerf? What is in green? This is meant to be a nerf, right? Because of that, the fire rate increased, right? So why is this in green? No, whatever. Range, slight increase, okay. Ooh, that's a big price increase. There's also a big damage increase. Ooh, and an actual fire rate, an actual lowering of the fire rate. That's interesting. The range, this is an arbitrary change. I don't know why they do this, but like, sure, why not, I guess. You know what? I did say I was not going to play TDS ever again, but these balance changes are kind of making me interested in just going back for like a day or two. For like, just a day or two, you know? Nothing crazy. I'm not going to grind the game again. But they do want to make me go back for just a day or two to test these changes out, because this is kind of crazy. This is a fucking ranger on ground now, basically, is what it is. 225 damage is nuts. But yeah. I mean, actually, it's not that nuts, you know. Ranger does a lot more than 225, but, you know, it's a decent change. It's a decent change. Definitely a slightly better, a slightly better mid-game tower now than it used to be. That's okay. Alright, now Crook Boss, I didn't look at his changes, but I heard that the Crook Boss changes are, oh boy, and they're really controversial. So, let's see what he's got. Crook Boss has been shifted to late game DPS. Ooh. Late game DPS. Now that's crazy. Yeah, it used to be early game, but now it's late game. With general price and DPS increase, its ability to spawn stackable units leads to itself being a worth DPS in late game when utilized properly. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, I think he served good as an early game tower, but now moving him to late game, I think that's a bit dodgy. I don't know about that. But yeah. Spawn rate of the pistol goon units is pretty much everything about the pistol goons has been buffed except for the range, which has been nerfed a little bit. But that's okay. Yeah, decent changes all around. Atomic goon unit, again buffs all around. Yeah, you got a smaller limit of them though. Yeah, and the lifespan's being decreased a little bit. That's okay. That's okay though. Level 1, yeah. Ooh, nice health buff. That's pretty good. Ooh, damage 10 to 6? Why? I thought they were going to make it so that the limit is lower, but the damage is higher. But like, what can you expect from TDS devs? They just make absolutely absurd decisions that nobody fucking understands, right? Whatever. What the fuck ever. So level 0, flying detection is enabled. Ooh. Yeah, I can see why people are pissed. That's wild. That's just insane. Yeah, range getting increased and damage getting increased is good. Yeah, I suppose it says triple the damage and the goons are better, so triple the price is fair. But again, I mean, we do have more early game options now, so I don't think I'll miss Crook Boss that much. You know, he's a good mid game tower now. You know, that's decent. That's okay. I like that he packs a bit more of a punch now. Same thing here. Again, flying detection enabled. Fire rate, slight increase, range, slight increase. Ooh. Man, now that's a fat increase in how much it costs. But hey, damage has been hella buffed. Same with the fire rate. Quite a nice little buff. I gotta keep scrolling up. What the fuck? Range, quite a nice little buff. Again, I don't know if it's worth this much. It's worth more, definitely. It's worth more than $900, but I don't know if it's quite worth $3,650. I think they went a little bit overboard with that. Ooh, and same here. Definitely same here. Okay, now we get a machine gun, and yeah, good fire rate increase. It's a little bit more of a mini boss chewer. Again, I don't know about this. I think they went overboard with trying to make everything expensive. And we were already struggling with expensive towers. And what is this? Wait a second. Do the developers even know their own game? I'm pretty sure the price of the golden Crook Boss was 30,000. Yeah, normal one is probably 20,000. I was about to freak out because I remember Crook Boss always being 30,000. But that was just the golden one, not the normal one. Okay. Yeah, damage, huge increase, range. But again, like look at this. Like his stats stay exactly the same, and you're just paying $30,000 for like a slight increase in damage and like slightly better goons. Like why? Like why? I don't get it. You pay so much for so little. Like that's fucked. That's fucked. Yeah, you know what? I didn't like this one either. I thought there was going to be a solid mid-game tower, but I didn't like it. I didn't like these changes. Fuck these changes. Yeah, nah. They went way too overboard with trying to make it expensive. Way too expensive for what he does. And then Freezer, okay. Alright. Yeah, wow, I don't know what the devs mean by fucking question mark. I guess Freezer got that surprise tool that will help us later. You know what? Sure, fucking man. Yeah, great. With Shotgunner out of the picture, Assassin is being buffed to reach its fullest potential as an early game specialist. DPS is being buffed alongside rolling damage, allowing the tower to make up for to take up Shotgunner's role in its prime. Okay, that's actually really cool. Now, if Shotgunner, our good buddy Shotgunner up here, was actually a mid-game tower and didn't have some absolutely garbage dog shit fucking stat changes, then this might have worked. But I mean, if there's someone to fill his role, then sure, why not? Right. Surprise has been increased a little bit, damage has been increased a little bit, fire rate has been increased a little bit. Okay, decent change for level 0. Level 1, ooh, huge damage increase, but also a decent price increase. Okay, not offensive. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, sure, it's still, yeah. Okay, well, damn. Yeah, rolling damage gets increased a lot. Fire rate gets increased a little bit. For $750, though, like, damage stays the same. It's just like a slight increase in other stats, and you pay $750 for that? I mean, okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Slight price increase again, arbitrary. Why? Why such a heavy nerf? Like, why such a heavy nerf? Like, I get you gotta nerf him a little bit because he's, like, a little cheaper now, but, like, why such a heavy nerf? And, like, he's not even that much cheaper because, like, like, what the fuck? What the fuck, dude? His total price, look at this. So his total price stays pretty much the same throughout his levels, but you're just now paying for less damage, for less consistent damage. That is consistent damage that Shotgunner would have had if he wasn't changed at all in early game. Like, what? How do they expect this shit to be used in early game? Okay, whirlwind damage is increased. Whirlwind range is increased. His range regularly is lowered. Yeah, I don't fucking get this. His price stays pretty much exactly the same, and you just pay for, like, slight fucking whirlwind buffs. Why? Why? Oh, sure, you know what? Fuck it, man. At least this damage nerf isn't that bad. But that's like level 4 and like $6,000. Like, at that point, you're in mid game. You're not gonna be upgrading this fucking tower to level 4. Why? Let's just move past that. It's breaking my fucking mind. Let's just move past it. Pyromancer's defense capabilities have been buffed with a bigger emphasis on burn damage, burn tech being standardized as such. Now has defense melting from the start, getting better as it is upgraded. Okay, that's pretty nice. Yeah, I always wish I had earlier defense melt or cheaper defense melt. Right, so slight price upgrade, range goes a little bit higher, burn damage, ooh, it goes to 2, nice. Burn time goes higher, and defense melt 1. 1%? What? Like 1% per tick, or 1% in total? Because those are two very different things. I think it's 1% per tick. Whatever. Sure. Whatever. Well, as long as he still melts the defense, then he's still a good tower in my eyes. Alright. Nice. Price upgrade, fire rate upgrade, range upgrade, burn damage upgrade. Ooh, tick has been lowered though. Okay. 3, rapiers, nice. That's pretty cool. Alright. Yeah, level 2, we got a price upgrade again. Fire rate, range, burn tick, burn time, and defense melt, nice. This price gets more expensive though, that's crazy. 3 damage, fire rate, okay, range, okay, burn damage, nice, another burn damage upgrade, a lot of these. I love me some fucking burn damage in early game, and this is where it's at. Burn tick, fat nerf. Burn time, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, sure. Burn damage goes to 12. That's a nice upgrade. Yeah, Pierce 7. Oh, defense battle dice. Sorry, fellas. I'm recording this a little bit later in the day, so I'm a little sleepy. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this hour is okay. It's okay. That's alright. It's not too offensive. He still mounts defense, which is his main trait, and if he keeps that, I'm happy. So that's okay. I don't have a lot to say about this one. This one is just okay. Ace Pilot, to keep up with the balance, to make up for DG boost changes, Ace Pilot receives general buffs across the board. Across the board? Well, let's see it. So range gets increased, his price goes down a little. Ooh, his price goes up. Range increase, okay. Price goes up, damage goes up, range goes up, splash radius. Okay, these are nice changes. Okay, sure. Okay, this goes down, price goes down. That's nice. Range goes to 10, splash damage to 30. Ooh, that's good. His bombs are quite good, so this is a good change, I think. Yeah, that's quite nice. Price goes to 2,500. Okay, so it gets a lot cheaper here. Damage. Why do you gotta nerf fucking damage at every step of the way? And then his bombs, his splash radius gets a little bit better. I mean, fuck, sure, whatever. Why not? Yeah, level 5, pretty much. Yeah, so here he pretty much stays the same. The Ace Pilot style stays the same. It just gets a slight price increase, and okay, a little bit more DPS. You might be able to catch a few more enemies with this. Slash damage, nice. Yeah, whatever. This one is also inoffensive. It's a little bit confusing because a lot of these changes are arbitrary, like damage 7 to 6. I mean, I don't know what that does, but sure, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, a lot of these changes are a little bit arbitrary, but whatever. It's still a decent tower and still got like slight buffs, so it's okay. Right. The first of many support tower adjustments. All support towers have been updated so the game does not rely on them. Why though? Why though? Why though? Why though? Why though? Why is my fucking question here? All support towers have been updated so the game does not rely on them as heavily. Why? Why? It's supposed to rely on them. The game is supposed to rely on its fucking support towers, dude. You're always supposed to have a support tower. You're supposed to have a medic. You're supposed to have a DJ. You're supposed to have a commander. If you have all three, that's awesome. You're pretty much set to win if you have a good strategy. I mean, but like, dude, the reason that support towers are so liked in the game is because they're like the cornerstones of every strategy. Every strategy needs a DJ, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's a good thing that every strategy needs a DJ or a commander or something at least. Man, what a dog shit fucking change. Whatever. We'll get to other support towers when we get to them. Individual towers now feel stronger without the need of... Why? They're supposed to need supports, though. Like, them being stronger is cool, but they need supports, man. Medic's placement limit and shield recharge time were modified. Trading Samantha thanks to Sleeper. Yeah, sure. Uber 1 goes 10 seconds. Damage buff 30. Okay, it's nice. Okay, goes down, and level 5 goes down. Okay, so the tower stays pretty much the same. The tower stays pretty much the same. With the way that they were talking about fucking support towers up here, I thought they were gonna like completely gut medic, but it's pretty okay. It pretty much stays the same except for its placement limit, which I think is okay. Yeah, whatever. It's alright. Now farm. Now this one. Now this one is fucking outrageous. Are you ready for me to walk you through this one? Are you ready for me to walk you through the fucking farm redesign? So let me give you a little bit of history in this one, because this is a tower that I'll dwell on a lot here. So the farm tower has been added into the game in 2019. And ever since 2019, the farm stayed completely unchanged as a tower. They didn't even touch it. They didn't even try to rebalance it for 7 years. And during this time that the farm has been in state that it always was, other towers in the game, like the electroshocker, like the medic, like the ace pilot, like the pyromancer, like the accelerator and engineer, and all those towers and all the new towers that are getting released, all those towers have been getting more and 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 more expensive. It's been getting absolutely fucking unbearable to try to upgrade and max your towers and actually fucking do something in a game. And just as the situation was getting fucking unsalvageable, the ever so gracious developers of Tower Defense Simulator decided to spit in our mouths with whatever the fuck this is. Now, before I walk you through this god awful balance change, I would like for all of you to say thank you. I would like for all of you to say thank you real quick to the developers of TDS. Because this is fucking atrocious. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, truly, what the fuck? But let's get right into it. I mean, okay. First of all, limit has been increased to 12. Okay, that's a decent change. For me personally, if I had to redesign the farm, and this was a change that was in my hands instead of the developer's hands, I personally would have decreased the limit to like 5 farms instead of 8. And I would have made the farm give you like a shit ton more money while also being a lot cheaper to upgrade. I would have just buffed the shit out of it while decreasing its placement limit a little bit. Because right now the problem in the game is that everything revolves around farming. You gotta farm for so long to have some kind of a small slight advantage in the late game. And it's just miserable. Farming is miserable with this high of a farm count. But I guess they decided to increase a little more, so whatever. I suppose it is a buff. But now level 0, level 1 stay pretty much unchanged. You can still get 2 farms down on wave 1 on a fallen match. Even though they cost $300. Like again, these changes, what pisses me off about all these price changes for placing down and upgrading the tower is that they essentially are just spitting in our mouths. The developers of TDS are just spitting in our fucking mouths. They're saying, here you go, we're going to change the tower a little bit, but we're not actually going to fix any of the issues with it. You can go fuck yourself for all we care, is basically what they're saying with these insignificant, like fucking arbitrary price increases here. Level 0 and level 1. In level 2, we get a price decrease, actually, but the income is also slashed a little bit, which is fucked. Again, a farm needed a huge buff. Economy needed a huge buff. We don't need this small, arbitrary, little fucked up, like, shuffling stats. We need the farm to be completely reworked. And instead, the developers, being the ever so genius intellect that they are, decided to give us whatever the fuck this is. I mean, this is truly an idea that not even the biggest fucking idiot on planet Earth could have come up with. Like, goddamn, it's just wow. Yeah, sure, yeah, great, awesome, perfect, beautiful. Price gets increased a little bit, again, arbitrary. Income gets reduced, fuck you. Now, level 5 and level 4 actually did get a little bit of a buff. I would have reduced their prices a hell of a lot more. I would have reduced level 5 to like $2,500. I would have slashed its price in half. And same with level 4, honestly. Just half it. Just half its fucking price. What is it doing at $2,500? But you know what, whatever. And then this one, income gets nerfed a little bit. So essentially, farm, with its slight income nerfs and slight limit increase, placement limit increase, it essentially stays exactly the same and solves none of the economy problems that we've been having with TDS for the past, like, fucking 4 years. I mean, wow. What a the community has been begging for a farm rework for years now, and this is what we get. I just truly have no words. I really gotta move on. I just cannot believe this bullshit. I really cannot. But let's move on. So, with Tesla's release, electric truckers have been moved down to intermediate category in addition to an early tower to differentiate from Tesla. Electric truckers stun, the defense mounting and chain capabilities have been reduced in exchange for a buffed early game. Okay. Yeah, so it's cheaper now, has a bigger placement limit, max hit, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, defense melt 0. Wait, you had defense melt before? I didn't know that. Okay, whatever. Yeah, 505050. Oh my god, oh my lord, oh my Jesus fucking good lord, what the fuck are we doing? Hold on. Okay, let's take it back. So it doesn't stun enemies at all now. It doesn't stun enemies at all now, it's just cheaper. It doesn't stun enemies at all now. It has no chain. It still doesn't stun enemies at all now. And has no chain. It barely stuns enemies now, and has barely a chain, and yet they still had the gall to increase its price. Oh my god, dude. I mean, hey, it does more damage, I guess. It's tower that does like a little bit more damage now, I suppose. It's better for like early flying detection and shit. Okay, sure. And here they increase the price again, but again, it has no chain at all, and no shock time at all, and like a little bit of a defense melt. This is awful. I think level 5 is a relatively okay change, except for the max hits bullshit and the shock time bullshit. But this, wow. I mean, truly, Electroshocker has gone back to its roots. You guys remember like 2020 when Electroshocker was fucking dog shit? I guess it went back to its roots of being fucking dog shit again. Cool. I don't know what to say. Let's move on. Now, Tesla Tower is a tower that I'm not going to be covering. You can see, you can go watch like a billion different in-depth videos about it. But since it's a new tower and it's not a rework tower, I'm just not going to be focusing on it at all. But right, anyway, since I'm not going to be focusing on the Tesla Tower, let's just move on to the mortar. So, mortar's new compressed limit allows for each individual mortar to be stronger. Ooh, interesting. Oh, jeez. Hold on, I got a burp. That was disgusting. There we go. So, right. So, it has a less of a placement limit, a bigger footprint, and apparently it's going to get hella buffed for it so that each mortar can, like, make a big impact. Okay, that's interesting. Later levels receive a price adjustment and change for great crowd control. Oh boy. Corsa is going to be excited about this one. You already know. I mean, Mortar already had those great crowd control capabilities, but I guess now it's going all out. It's holding back no punches. But let's see. Let's see what they do. So right, level 0 just packs a bit more of a punch. Splash radius gets reduced a little bit, range gets increased, damage gets increased, price gets slightly increased. Okay, non-offensive. Level 1, yeah, damage gets slightly increased, price slightly increased, fire rate down, range up, splash radius down. Again, like, you're paying for a whole lot of nothing here. You're paying for a whole lot of nothing with level 1. But okay, let's continue. Level 2 gets increased again. The price gets increased again. So does the damage. The fire rate goes down. Range goes up. Splash radius goes down. Like, why? Why does the splash damage go down? Or the splash radius, I mean. Why? Like, mortar is supposed to be like the gold standard of splashing towers. Why is it not splashing anymore, dude? Whatever, let's move on. Level 3, damage slightly increased, price hella increased. Yeah, I don't know if this one's worth it, y'all. I don't know if level 3 is worth it. It's a pretty big increase in price, $1,000, for just like some small little adjustments in fire rate and damage. Yeah, that's not really worth it. Level 4, oh my god, that's a huge price increase from $12,000 to $19,000. And again, damage only gets like slightly increased by 25. Fire rate gets slightly increased by 0.25. Range goes up quite a bit actually. Cluster count goes to 4, but cluster damage goes to 30. Yeah, why did we change the price on this? Like, you're paying an extra 7k for fuck all. Why? Why? Just why? Like, again, they're increasing prices so needlessly on so many towers, it just feels like a spit in the face to the farm. Like, fucking why? Whatever, let's move on. Okay, now here's an actual good upgrade. So level 5 has a price increase by $10,000, but its damage is double, from 150 to 290. The fire rate and range gets slight shuffle, slight buffs, and the cluster damage goes down in tiny bits. Again, price, these TDS developers are really went overboard with prices, but whatever. Turrets. Yeah, yeah, turrets. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, this is what I was questioning too. Why is it using the Sentry image? What's the last time the Sentry even existed in the game? Does Sentry even still exist in the game? Anyways, yeah, question from them. Why is it using the Sentry image? And then a note from Tom. Oops. I guess Tom is the fella that also gave question mark to our freezer boy over here. All right, Tom. Listen, man. At least Tom over here gave me a little chuckle. Unlike all these fucking dog shit fucking changes. All right, well, turrets stay the same at least. Just got a slight little range increase in level 5. Again, pretty arbitrary, but like, whatever. It's at least it didn't get nerfed into the ground. So an arbitrary little increase in range is something I'll take. Okay. Mercenary base has been heavily adjusted to play much faster with a unit nerfs to compensate. Okay, interesting. Alongside a price increase and damage boost nerf to curb some support and snowballing potential. Well, snowballing potential is what this tower stands for. It's like its unique trait. So I don't know why they did this, but sure. Unit limits have been removed. Oh, that's great. That's great. Unit limits have been removed. That's great. The mercenary base is now balanced around its unit's lifespan to allow for more freedom of unit choice and simplify its mechanics. Unit wait time is also being increased on all units. This means the units will remain stationary for longer after enemies leave their range, which makes stacking units more consistent. Okay, that's great. That's cool. Unit wait time. Ooh, unit wait time goes from 3 to 5 seconds. Yeah, so it really, the whole idea with mercenary base now is just to stack a bunch of units together, which is kind of cool. Yeah, removed units limits and unit wait time is now 5 seconds at 3 seconds. Right, continuing on, level 0, okay, lifespan goes down, spawn rate goes up, lifespan goes down, health goes up, and damage is slightly down. Okay, oh, that's a pretty big damage decrease. No, jeez, I burped again. My bad. But yeah, that's a damage decrease. That's a pretty heavy one. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. Alright, sure, whatever. Spawn rate goes down. That's cool. Spawn rate goes down. Again, damage goes down for the Grenadier. Why, man? It was perfectly fine before, I feel like. Okay, whatever. Fire rates. Okay, damage goes down. Fire rate goes up. Range goes down. Attack goes down. Yeah. The only thing really buffed with these guys is the spawn rate. Which is like, alright, I guess. Riot Guard. Oh my god, Riot Guard received some heavy nerfs. Its spawn rate went down, but also its health went down quite a bit. That's actually pretty crazy. Field Medic, yeah, lifespan is less, and health is less, and that's pretty much it. Ooh, airdrop ability goes down by 25 seconds. That's awesome. That's cool. Level 3 price is now $9,650 to $7,500, which is whatever. Fuck it. I don't even fucking care anymore. Damage buff. Fuck, why? Why are they so adamant on nerfing fucking support towers? But yeah, damage buff goes from 15% to 12.5%, and price goes up, and damage buff goes down on level 6. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. This tower is just shit now. Mercenary base is a tower that nobody really used for its units, and people just used to, like, buff the damage of other things, and now they can't even do that, so that's great. Alright, Cowboy was compressed, focusing on income production and damage at later levels. For its earlier levels, the economy generation and early game defense is now more consistent with the faster fire rates. Okay, so essentially what they're saying is that Cowboy is meant to produce a lot of money at later levels and do a lot more damage at later levels, which I don't know about that. I always saw Cowboy as like an early game money-making guy, and not a late game money-making guy, but whatever, I guess. As long as the late game changes are worth it, then I suppose we'll work with it. Yeah. Faster fire rate too is also nice. Right, so limit goes to 6, previously was 10, price goes down a little, that's nice, damage goes down a little, that's okay. Fire rate gets halved, pretty much. Range goes up a little bit, income goes down quite a significant amount, actually. I still think that this is okay. I still think that the income going down is okay, because the fire rate pretty much gets halved, so it still makes like relatively the same amount of money. Spin duration is kind of fucked though. That's kind of fucked. But yeah, so level 0 pretty much stays the same. Level 1, damage 3, 2k, okay, fire rate goes down a little. Ooh, now level 1. Yeah, I don't know about that. Level 1 is kind of useless now. Yeah, that was pretty much nothing. Yeah, fire rate just gets decreased a little bit. Income just goes down. Yeah, this is just not worth it. Level 1 is just not worth it. Level 2, though, is where the money's at, early game. So let's check it out. Price, yeah. Price is okay. Damage, oof. Oof, a big hit. Fire rates, okay, that's right, yeah, buff, and then income gets nerfed again, like again, level 2, ooh, I don't know, spamming level 0 Cowboys is not better than spamming level 2s, which I really don't like that. Price here gets increased, though, on level 3. Now, level 3, keep in mind, level 3, as far as I remember, previously had no money upgrades. It didn't increase Cowboy's income at all. It was just for hidden detection, pretty much. But now its price increased, its damage is increased as well. Ooh, interesting. So yeah, now at level 2, it's or level 3, I mean, its damage is packed quite a bit of a punch. So yeah, they weren't lying. He really does get quite a bit of damage and money-making capabilities. Later on, but yeah, on the early levels, he's kind of ass, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Then income goes higher a little bit. I actually like that. That's a decent change. That's okay. So yeah, it seems like the optimal level to spam Cowboy at right now is level 3, which is pretty decent because it takes care of the hiddens and all that. Not so much at a level 2 though, like what it used to be. I think I'm okay with that though. Now in level 4, price goes to 4,600, damage goes to 14, fire rate goes, oh, what? Huh, okay. Fire rate goes up. I didn't expect that, because they said that he's going to be, yeah, they said he's going to have a faster fire rate, but now he has a slower fire rate, whatever. Fuck it. Income is higher though, at least. Price for level 5 also goes up, damage goes up. Range goes down, and income goes down? Even at the final level? Man, come on, dude. That's absolutely fucked, dude. Yeah, income goes from 200 to 180. Whatever. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, too. Oh, boy. Let's see what the commander is doing, though. I mean, I suppose the Cowboy actually does get a decent upgrade at level 3. Actually, I don't know if it's good to spam him on level 3, because I just noticed his fire rate. If his fire rate goes up, his money-making capabilities go down. And his income is only up like a little bit in level 3. Yeah, Cowboy might kind of suck now. At least the regular version, but we'll see about the golden version at least. Yeah, Commander receives buffing adjustments cut against fire rate buff in exchange for higher range. And why? 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 These changes are so baffling. Some of these changes are so baffling. I would crash out way harder at way more of these changes if I wasn't so tired right now. Like, why? Why the fuck? So Commander receives buffing adjustments. They are cutting its fire rate buff, which is the main thing it provides to towers, in exchange for higher range and damage. Who the fuck uses Commander for his range and damage? Huh? What? Unless they mean like he can provide damage to other towers, like damage buffs. Like, who the fuck uses Commander for his damage? Why? Why? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. Alright, go with these adjustments to make Commander a much easier tower for understanding, utilized while maintaining its support viability. Well, no, you're not maintaining its support viability. Because its fire rate buff was all it fucking had. And it was already, like, not that complicated to understand. Guys, you remember, right? You remember back in 2019, during the Gladiator event, when the commander stacking glitch existed, right? Where you could, like, place down 10 commanders and activate all their abilities at once, and they would, like, each, like, increase the fire rates of your towers. So, like, your rangers, if they were in range of 10 commanders and all 10 commanders used the Call to Arms ability, your rangers would shoot as fast as minigunners, for example. You remember that, right? If you're an OG, you remember that bug, right? And when that bug got removed, when the commander stacking bug got patched, the developers of the game were super apologetic about it, and they were like, hey guys, we're gonna buff Commander to, compensate for us removing the glitch. Well, now the developers feel like they're doing exactly the opposite of that, dude. Like, back then, they were so, like friendly to the community, and they were, like, in touch with the player base. Now they're so out of touch and so fucking mean. They're so fucking mean, dude. Like, I really don't have a better word. They're just so fucking mean. They're so mean. But let's see. So, yeah, it's Call to Arms buff pretty much goes down all across the board, and quite heavily so. Level 2 goes down by 5%, level 3 goes down by 7.5%, and level 4 goes down by 10%. Yeah, great. APC got nerfed as well, like we needed that. Yeah, both the APCs got nerfed. Yeah, that's exactly what we needed. Fuck you, dude. Genuinely, fuck you. Alright. So hidden detection is disabled on this guy. Cool. His price goes to 650. Okay, so he's a little bit cheaper. Fire rate buff goes down. Hidden detection, yeah. Price 300, 400. Range. Yeah, again, like they're buffing. No, what? They're actually buffing Commander's damage. Like the damage he does with his dinky little pistol when he uses the Call to Arms ability. That's what they're buffing? That's what they're buffing. That's what they're buffing. That's what they're fucking buffing. They're buffing his damage with his fucking pistol. I'm truly in shock. I'm truly in shock. They're buffing his fucking damage. Who fucking uses Commander as a DPS unit? Because I have not heard about that. I have not heard of that. I've never heard of that. Who the fuck is doing that? What? Why? What and why? What and why? That's really all I have to say. What the fuck and why the fuck? Let's just move on. Horrible balance changing, by the way. Horrible balance changing. Terrible, dog shit, awful balance changing, by the way. whoever redesigned Commander, bro, I hope they fucking fire you. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, let's move on. Alright, so DJ boost, Trinity buffs have been adjusted and dropped beat ability, and the range has been modified. Right, so basically what they're saying is that DJ got a fat fucking nerf across the board. Yep. Oh, dear God. Right, so defense melting. on the damage track has been reduced, range tracks, max hits have been reduced, and the Trinity buffs have been reduced. Fuck you, I guess. That's all I have to say. Let's just move past Minigunner, y'all. Let's just move past Minigunner. His damage has been slightly reduced and his price has been slightly reduced. Go fuck yourself. Let's at least read what they said for him. When compared to other various bouncing changes, we found the Minigunner felt a tiny bit overbearing compared to other mid to late game DPS options. Its max damage and cost has been slightly reduced to balance it out. Fuck you. No, it hasn't. None of this is true. None of this is true. None of what they said here is true. Minigunner was perfectly fucking balanced as he was. Whatever. Let's move on. Ranger receives some stat boosts, and an increased placement limit. Similar DPS as before, but with a greater emphasis on its defense pierce and impact damage. At max is now a single target. Okay. Alright. So yeah, the limit is now 8. Placement limit is now 8. Damage goes up a bit. Fire rate goes up by quite a lot. Range goes up a lot. Same with level 1. Oh god. Same with level 2. And now it has a range assist. Oh, it's a range buff that gives to other towers. Yeah, it's no nerfed. Because we got to nerf all the support towers. Every single one. Even if their primary use is not to support other towers, we just got to nerf them. Oh my god, dude. What? Again, I don't know why they went on such a fucking tirade against support towers. But, like, sure. Whatever, dude. Yeah, level 3, same thing, except it's more expensive now. His damage is up, fire rate up, range up. It's all up. Range assist is down. Ooh, level 4, he actually got a price decrease. Okay, well, thank you, guys. Damage. Why? It was not fucking necessary. It was not necessary. It was not necessary, guys. Guys, it was not fucking necessary to do this. It was not. It was not. It was not. It was not fucking necessary. It was no. No. You know, increasing Ranger's fire rate a little bit, I can understand that. Decreasing his fucking damage at the same time. Why? I don't understand. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. I don't get it. Alright, explosion. Okay, well, explosion damage is a little higher at least. Well, fuck you then. Okay, well, just as we got some good news about explosion damage being higher, now explosion max hit is just 1. You can only hit one enemy, so there's like actually really no splash. Oh my god, dude. Okay, yep, range assist goes down, as per usual. Pursuit is entirely retooled to have much more unique gameplay. Well, fuck you, his probably doesn't, but let's see. Early levels receive general buffs as well as the repositioning ability. Meaning, repositioning is reduced to 10 seconds. That's good. Bottom path pursuit now serves as cheaper solid splash thrown to the top path. Top path pursuit has reduced pursuing range for heavy DPS boost. Ooh, nice. This allows the tower to play uniquely where DPS is great, but requires constant repositioning. Okay, I'm okay with that. I actually really like that. Hey, actually, you know what? I take back what I said about Pursuit. Yeah, this is probably going to be a good rebalance. Because yeah, now you got to micro him a lot more, but he does have a lot more damage, which I'm really chill with. I really like that if it's true. Cooldown, yeah, it gets slashed in half. Level 4 patrol range gets reduced. Oh, also slashed in half. Yeah. Top path Heli's range pretty much gets slashed in half across the board. That's insane. Oh man, level 5, okay, yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. Right. Okay. Yeah, so level bottom path now has more speed basically, which is cool. I think that's great. Ooh, level 0 got increased in price though. Oh, damage is a little higher though, and fire rate is a little higher. Range is lower, ammo is higher. Ooh, nice, and reload time is lower. Okay, that might be worth it. I don't know. I still would have kept that 3,000 maybe, but it's not an outrageous change. Now level 1. For level 1, the damage gets increased quite a bit by a whole 2 points, and fire rate gets decreased by a tiny bit too, which is great. Range gets decreased, which we expect from description. Ammo goes up, and reload time goes down. For level 2, price goes up, fire rate down, range down. Ammo goes 65, reload time. Okay, well, level 2 is kind of ass. It's decent though. It's okay. It's alright. Yeah, just slight ammo increase and the reload time decrease and fire rate change. The fire rate change is actually kind of good. It's almost slashed in half. Actually, that's not an ass upgrade. What am I talking about? For level 3, the fire rate goes down to 0.15. Cool. Range, ammo. Ooh, ammo goes to 65. Ooh, that's like nerf. Reload time goes to 3 seconds. Explosion damage goes to 45. Missile radius 4. Alright, cool down from 7 seconds to 4 seconds. That's nice. Now for top path, the price gets increased to 18,000 from 16,000. Rev up time. Ooh, rev up time goes to 0 seconds. Ooh, top path doesn't need to rev up anymore. That's great. Oh my god. Yo, when they said they were giving this shit a fat fucking damage boost, they were not kidding. Double damage? Oh my god. And fire rate is a little bit slashed, but it's okay. Range goes down, ammo goes down heavy. Explosion damage goes up, explosion radius goes up, missile cooldown goes up, whatever. Now for bottom path level 4, price goes down, fire rate goes down, range goes down, ammo goes down. Reload time goes down, which is good. Explosion damage goes up, explosion radius goes up, missile cooldown goes up. That's kind of ass. That's kind of. And for level 5, the final level, price goes up for the top path just a little bit though. It's a 2,500 increase. Rev up time is non-existent. The damage goes to 50. Again, it gets doubled. Damn, dude. Damage gets doubled. I mean, it has a lot less ammo now, but double damage. Ooh, I really like that. Yeah, Spursuit actually seems to be a really good rebalance. Finally, we strike some gold after like a pile of fucking heaping dog shits. But yeah, reload time down, ammo goes down, range goes down. Oh no, reload time goes up actually. Explosion damage goes up, missile fire rate goes up, and missile cooldown goes up. Whatever. And then bottom path. Ooh, bottom path actually gets slashed in half in terms of its price. Its damage goes down a little bit, fire rate goes down. Okay, so its DPS stays the same pretty much. Ammo goes only slightly down, reload time goes slightly up, explosion radius goes slightly up, and missile cooldown goes to 4 seconds. So yeah, actually, you know what? Heli, I haven't played around with it yet. Well, I haven't played around with any of these towers, but the Heli rebalance actually seems pretty good. So finally, we got something good out of all of this, I guess. Alright, Golden Towers, oh boy. Yeah, Golden Scouts pretty much stays unchanged. It just has no placement limit and gets a little bit cheaper. Actually, quite a bit cheaper for level 4. Ooh, its damage goes down a lot, though. Yeah, still maintaining solid early game defense, but receives a light nerf. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. It's okay. It's not outrageous. We've seen worse. Golden Soldier's maximum potential was underestimated. What an understatement, dude. Max DPS was mildly reduced in its early levels, have been changed to 2-round burst fire. Fuck you, man. Okay. Oh, his damage goes up a little bit, range goes down, fire rate goes up. Okay, so he remains kind of sort of unchanged. Just a tiny little nerf, especially in its magazine. Fuck you. Well, whatever. Whatever, yeah. People were using the Golden Soldier to do some absolutely insane, wacky, diabolical shit, so you know what, I'm not surprised it got nerfed. I'm not surprised. I would have rather have it not get nerfed, but I'm not surprised it got nerfed. Golden Pyromancer receives general buffs and now gains permanent burn. Permanent burn time. Holy shit. Starting at level 4, this allows Golden Pyro to have a relatively unique game style compared to Pyromancer. Right, so burn damage goes to 2. Oh, pretty much everything is buffed in level 0. It has more defense smell, it has more burn time, more burn damage, more range, and a lower price. And same goes for level 1, it just has a slightly higher burn tick. More pierce though, more defense melt, more burn time, more of that good stuff, burn damage, range, fire rates, and price. Now level 2, price actually goes up a little bit. Fire rate goes down, range goes up, a burn tick goes up a tiny bit, burn time goes up, and defense melt goes up. Level 3, price also goes up, damage goes up, everything goes up, really everything goes up. Burn tick also goes up. Coolio. Okay, level 4. Oof, gets quite a big price increase though. The damage goes up heavy though. Fire rate goes down, range goes up. Oh, man, defense smell goes up. Fierce goes up, and level 5. Oof, level 5 gets double the price. Yikes, that's really not good. But whatever. Damage up, fire rate up, range up, burn damage up. Oh, burn damage is, oh my god, burn damage is hell up. Okay, yeah, defense smell goes 15%, pierce, and then again, we got question mark over here, which, again, I don't know what that's really supposed to mean, but like, why not at this point? Yeah, I mean, decent changes all around. I just wouldn't have changed this price. I really wouldn't have, but it's okay. Like, Boss Golden Crew Boss has been shifted to mid-late game, with a much larger emphasis on units and unit stacking. Right, lower spawn rate, bigger lifespan, the range goes down. Okay, his units stay relatively the same, just with shorter lifespans and better spawn rates. Right. Again, limit going to 3 from 4 is a nerf. I don't know why it's in green, but sure. Right, health goes up, damage goes up. That's good. Oh man, damage goes down in level 1 on the Tommy Goon units, and so does fire rates. Whatever. Cool. Oh my god, $2,250 just to place it down. Yeah, he just gets heavy price increases. Just like the regular Crook Boss does, but he also gets heavy damage increases. And some goon improvements. And that looks to be it. Just a heavy damage increase and a heavy price increase. Right? Okay. Whatever. Sure. I would have kept him normal. I would have kept him as an early game tower because he was really cool as an early game tower, but whatever. Like Cowboy, Golden Cowboy receives similar damage and fire rate adjustments, allowing for higher income generation on early levels and higher damage output on later levels. Economy across the board is improved, even if actual income value may seem poor. Really? Really? Economy across the board has been improved, even if actual income value may seem lower. Really? Now, someone is going to have to play around with this and actually tell me how Golden Cowboy is, because I don't believe this for a fucking second. I believe they got it, my boy. But yeah, sure. Whatever. So limit goes from 10 to 6, which I like. I like a lower limit for a better tower. Damage goes from 4 to 2. Fire rate gets heavily buffed. Gets slashed to a third of what it used to be. That's really nice. Now he's really the fastest in the West. Range goes slightly up. Income goes slightly down, but again, it gets balanced by the fire rate, so it's okay. Spin duration goes up. Level 1, pretty much the same deal. Fire rate goes down heavily, and income goes down a little bit, but they balance each other out. Level 2, hidden detection. Ooh, now he gets hidden detection on level 2. Now that's a Golden Cowboy only thing, and I actually really like that. Even though spamming level 2 is just kind of be nerfed. Oh man, oh dear. Yeah, income goes down. Fire rate goes down hella, which is okay. Yeah, level 3 again gets gets better money, gets better damage, gets slightly better fire rate. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you get some heavy price increases in the later levels, some damage increases, some fire rates decreases, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. He just does a lot more damage in later levels. And his money making capabilities in later levels actually stay untouched, which I don't know how to feel about that because he's a lot more expensive now. He's a lot more expensive now, so I feel like he should be generating a lot more money. But like, whatever, I guess. Whatever. You know what? Spamming level 2 is still the best strat, it seems to me. Just like it used to be, and now it has hidden detection, which is actually great. So I'm not too offended about this one. Again, don't get me wrong, it's a bad rebalance. Like this Golden Cowboy rebalance is a bad rebalance, but I'm not as offended by it as I normally would be. So yeah, whatever. Now, Golden Minigunner. Golden Minigunner was completely revamped to be closer to Minigunner. Placement limit has been removed. Oh, that's great. Placement limit has been removed. That's great news. And the tower is much cheaper. Early level structures a more cost efficient option to Minigunner, while Max gets a decent price jump for stronger limitless DPS. So yeah, so he becomes a lot cheaper, as you can see here. Oh yeah, prices get slashed a ton in the early levels, on the first 3 levels. Yeah, rev up time goes down. Oh, damage goes down. Oh, come on, dude. Damage goes down, really? Really? Damage goes down that heavily? Really? Really, dude? Oh, really, dude? Okay, hold on. Let me walk you through this. So he gets general buffs everywhere. Pretty small buffs, though, I'd say. Not really anything crazy, but then his damage gets gutted, dude. His damage gets fucking gutted, dude. 2 damage, 3 damage. And then at level 3. Yeah, at level 3 his damage stays whatever it used to be previously. Yeah, his rev up time just goes down and his range goes up. And then at level 4, oh, that hurts. That hurts. His damage gets cut nearly in half. Oh, that hurts, dude. Oh, Jesus. I mean, it hurts me. It doesn't hurt the enemies. It definitely doesn't hurt the enemies. But it does hurt me. Yeah, terrible, awful, dog shit balance change. Again, Minigunner used to be a good late game DPS tower, and now it gets fucking 17 damage. Yeah, I don't know. That to me, this seems like an ass rebalance. Like the first 3 levels I can handle, but the max level, yeah, I'll not stand by that, bro. Alright, well, whatever. Moving on to the hardcore towers. Yeah, reposition ability gets gutted on Brawler. Gets cut in fucking 4. Yeah, he gets slightly higher limits. Lord, geez, another burp. Brawler's early defense is buffed with cheaper tower costs, increased place and limit, and much quicker reposition cooldown. Okay, well, cooldown is at least better. Well, I don't know if it's much quicker because it only goes down by 5 seconds, but that's still a 25% decrease. That's decent. Right, level 0 is much cheaper now. You can place 2 of them now and Fallen. Oh, fire rate is double, though. Why? And range is slightly nerfed. Okay. Why? Again, they nerfed the damage on level 1. Why? Yeah, fire rate goes up, range goes up. What? So you're paying $150 to essentially make your tower worse. Great, genius, brilliant game design. What can I say? Brilliant game design. Alright, so level 2, he doesn't have hidden detection anymore. Great. Price goes down, damage goes down, fire rate goes up, range goes down, and final hit damage goes down. Wow. Horrible. Awful. Terrible. Why? Fuck this. Fuck level 2. Oh my god, level 3 still doesn't have hidden detection. I'm gonna fucking throw up. Price goes down. That's good at least. Damage goes up. Fire rate goes up. Range goes up at least. Final hit damage goes down. And the combo cooldown is at least a little bit better. Level 4. Ooh, level 4 price gets slashed a lot, but so does the damage. and the fire rate, and the range, and the final hit damage. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, same deal with level 5, everything gets slashed. The price gets slashed, but so does the damage. The range gets increased. Oh my god. Knockback force is a little better. And again, we get a little question mark. Surprise Hula will help us later. Great. Awesome. Necromancer is overhauled entirely to better fit as an endgame DPS option, truly worth of its gem price tag. Ooh. Necromancer trades off his decent mid-game potential for rawful endgame strength. Okay. Elysium number 4 was greatly debated and tested for Necromancer, but ultimately fell through as we felt the tower was better suited at a limit of 3. Well, fuck you. Alright then. Raise the dead ability. Summon delay 133, 0.5. Build delay 0.85. Okay. Interesting. Level 1 gravestone. Skeleton unit chance goes down. Sword skeleton unit chance goes down. Giant skeleton unit chance goes up. Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, sword skeleton limit, yeah, it goes up. Okay, interesting. I'm just gonna scroll through this until I find something like absolutely wacky. Something absolutely insane. Because right now his chances for spawning all the different units that he can spawn just kind of get shifted around. But I'm looking for that insane endgame potential that we're talking about. Alright, skeleton knight units. Okay, yeah. Ooh, skeleton unit gets HP gets doubled. That's nice. Oh, sword skeleton is now unlocked at level 1. Ooh, health also gets like nearly doubled. Damage increases, fire rate increases. Ooh, sword skeleton unit is good now. A giant skeleton unit, oh my god, the health gets more than doubled, almost tripled. And level unlock is only at level 2. And speed increase is, the speed increase is actually crazy. Skeleton knight units, damage goes up, or health goes up, damage goes up, fire rate goes up. Okay. Oh, and he has defense now. Hell guard unit, level unlock goes to level 3, health increases, that increases blah blah blah. Damage 50. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you get some pretty good unit buffs from what I see. That's pretty nice. Yeah, Hollow Gargan double health is pretty awesome. Level 0, okay. Price increases, of course, that's to be expected. Okay. Yeah, so he gets price increases, and his staff that he shoots with gets a lot more damage, which is cool. So now he's not just relying on his units, but he can also like do some good damage himself with his staff. Great. Yeah, pretty much all across the board, just big price increases and some damage increases. Alright, and then at level 4 he gets a lead detection, but I don't know if that's worth it. Oh, fuck. Alright then. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Necromancer is okay. That's alright. It's okay. I'm not too offended by it, at least. It doesn't seem to be absolutely gutted. Now, someone else can just tell me if he is gutted, but from what I see, he's not really. Now, Accelerator. Now I heard people were pissed the fuck off about Accelerator. Like, it's probably the tower that's gotten the most, backlash from the community. So let's see what people are mad about. Right, Accelerator's reimagined, gaining stun immunity. Okay, that's really good. DPS compression, a large replacement footprint, effectively infinite ammo. Wait, you mean they're like removing overcharge? Wait, but they said effectively infinite ammo, so why not just give him infinite ammo, just straight up? Like why not? Right? And a much increased charge time. Accelerator's lock-on is more prevalent, meaning it cannot retarget an enemy. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so it doesn't retarget on different enemies until the enemy that it's currently targeting is killed, which is interesting. Or it exits its range. Or the tower is frozen. But these changes also allow Accelerator to be fully buffable by support towers. Okay, cool. Such a greatly increased are greatly inspired by hardcore testing version of Accelerator. Yes, the one that had drones. Isn't that cool? Okay, so that's actually interesting because I remember the slightly older version of Accelerator that was left in hardcore beta by accident, and people were like able to access like the early beta test for Accelerator. I remember him having a really high charge time. That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. Placement footprint is bigger. Oh, limit goes down to 5. Well, fuck. Just remove the limit, dude. Just remove the placement limit, okay? Just get the fuck out of here. Alright, stun immunity has stun immunity. Price goes up. Damage goes up. Range goes up. Charge time. Ooh, charge time gets like fucking doubled. I think this is what people are pissed about, because now that I'm looking at it, like it takes so. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. So he had stun immunity, which is cool. So basically he can't get stunned, so his beam breaks a lot less, but it also takes like fucking 10 fucking years, 10 decades to charge up. Now I see where people are pissed. Oh my god, and they nerf his damage like fucking hell on level 5. What? What? Are you fucking shitting me? Are you fucking shitting me? Accelerator was like the biggest reason why nobody could fucking afford anything in this game and why the economy was so broken. And now they double his fucking price? They double his price on everything, on every single level. And then they still nerf his damage into the fucking ground? They just give him more overheat. They give him more overheat. They give him a better capacity. Why? Why is his capacity 100,000? Just fucking remove his capacity. And laser cooldown is 1 second. Why? Why, guys? Why we... Yeah, I get why everyone is pissed. Every single price, every single level up price has been doubled, and he's still being nerfed. I mean, wow, what a horrible, horrendous, awful fucking balance change. And now he also has a lower limit. Wow. Damn. I get why people are pissed. Wow, okay, let's move on to engineer. Most DPS towers and early game towers received changes, but engineer performed solidly throughout testing without going over or under. Engineer received a few minor adjustments and tweaks. Okay, we're initially not going to adjust engineer at all, but we have to adjust the tower, seeing as the filler level issue could be fixed with some tweaking. Okay, yeah. So she did have a lot of filler levels, so I'm glad they kind of rebalanced her around that. Right, so her starter sentries are better now, I suppose. Rifle sentry can now see hiddens. That's interesting. And minigun sentry is a lot better from what it seems. It has a slight fire rate nerf, but it costs a lot less to build and has a lot more health. Right, so flying detection is enabled from the start. Unit pistol, pistol sentry goes to rifle sentry. Price $1,000. And level 2, damage 10 to 8. Level 3 gets level 3 pretty much just gets a buff, just straight up, just nothing bad about it. Rifle minigun sentry price goes up. Oh, damage goes down. Max units goes down. Oh god, and sentry shield is down in level 4. Why? Yeah, you really shouldn't have tweaked engineer. Yeah, maybe you really shouldn't have tweaked engineer. Like you said, you weren't gonna. Yeah, maybe you really shouldn't have fucking tweaked there. Okay, well, level 5 price is better, and level 6 price is a little better, and gets a little bit more damage. Okay, well, I really don't know how to feel about this one. It's not horrific. It's not as horrific as Accelerator. Accelerator and Farm, I think, are the two worst things I've seen so far in this whole entire document. So at least it's not as bad as that, but still, I don't really know how to feel about it. So let's just move on to Hacker. Hacker has been revamped to have a much stronger impact on its economy generating and support capabilities. Hacker has lost its damage outputs in its early levels, but in exchange for a greater wire fraud and slowness boost. Economy buffs are notably stronger, and enemy conversion is much more consistent. Sure, Hacker can now be used as primary economy generating. Whoa. Whoa, it's that good? Whoa. So, in short, Hacker can now be used as a primary economy generating tower like Farm or Cowboy, while also staying a great support choice. The enemy conversion health has been reduced by half across the board. So now, whoa, dude, if this truly is as great of an economy tower as they're saying, that's kind of crazy. Remove conversion cooldown. All enemies killed while Hacker targets them are converting consistently. Okay, great. So yeah, conversion cooldown just doesn't exist anymore. Level 5B clone cost 65%, 75%. Okay, fine. So yeah, cloning towers is just more expensive now. Level 0 price goes down. 0 damage. It does 0 damage now. Okay. Oh geez. Oh god. Okay, it also does 0 damage at level 1. It has its price slash at least. Fire rate goes down, slowness, yeah, wire fraud. Yeah, wire fraud gets a bit better. Now level 2 also does 0 damage. Ooh. Yeesh. Wire fraud goes to 15%. At level 3, it finally gets some damage, but it's still nerfed by half. Wire fraud goes to 15%. Slowness, sure. Okay, slows enemies a little bit more. And level 4 has greater price. Synapse goes to 3. It gets same damage as it used to have. And wire fraud goes to 20%, which is kind of fucking crazy. Top path. Top path damage actually gets buffed. Synapse goes to 3 though. Whatever. Wire fraud gets buffed. It's okay. It's okay, interesting. And then bottom path, price gets increased, damage gets increased. There's an extra synapse. Slowness goes down, and wire fraud gets like fucking insane. 25%, and conversation EV is down a little bit. I mean, I don't know if that's quite as good as a farm. But I mean, I enjoy the buffs, so sure, why not? I'll take it. Then we got some exclusive towers, like Gladiator, Executioner, Frost Blaster, Toxic Gunner, and Warlock. At long last, Gladiator returns to his former glory. No, it fucking doesn't. I already see the price buff. Ooh, I already see the Pierce nerf, buddy. Former glory? Returns to his former glory? Are you fucking shitting me? No, it fucking doesn't. I see right through your plot, bud. I see right through your fucking plot. Yeah, no. Right. Warrior's Call is also buffed to be much more of a significant ability. These stat changes have been made in preparation for the upcoming Gladiator rework, serving a soft baseline. Ooh, okay, interesting. So there's going to be a Gladiator rework, and this is just like a slight change, I guess, to see how the community receives it and all that stuff and whatnot. Right, so Warrior's Call ability is better now. It gives you a better fire rate buff. Level 0 gets price increased, Pierce nerf. Damage goes up though, fire rate goes down, range goes up, and parry cooldown. Parry cooldown goes down significantly from 5 seconds to 1.125 seconds. Level 1, price gets doubled, damage gets more than doubled, fire rate goes down, range goes up, pierce goes down, parry cooldown goes down. Level 2, price is double, damage is almost quadrupled, holy shit. Okay, maybe it does return to its former glory, what the fuck? Maybe Gladiator is returning to its former glory, because what the shit? Fire rate goes down, range goes up, pierce goes down, parry cooldown goes down. Level 3, price increase, a quadruple damage again. The fire rate goes up a little bit though, whatever. Range up, Pierce. Ooh, Pierce goes up this time. Ooh, okay, so he gets real good at level 3, basically. Parry cooldown goes down, Pierce goes up for level 4. For level 4, price goes way up, but again, the damage gets like more than tripled. Fire rates, yeah, it starts shooting slower or slashing slower. Range goes up, Pierce goes up, parry cooldown. Okay, so yeah, it's a. I see. So it does a lot more damage now. Again, level 5, damage gets quadrupled, price goes up, fire rate goes up, Pierce goes way up, and parry cooldown goes down. Okay, so actually, it kind of does return to its former glory. So now it's hits a lot harder, and gets a lot more Pierce, and is a lot more expensive. Okay, that's interesting. That's a decent buff. Whatever. Now this is what I wanted to see. This is what I wanted to see. A big fat buff for the Executioner. Executioner gains buffs across the board. In a modernizing refresh, it dusts it off as a crowd control tower. So limit goes up. Now you can place 9 Executioners instead of 8. That's cool. Price goes down. Damage goes up. Damage goes up for level 1. Damage goes up for level 2. Damage goes up for level 3. And damage goes up for level 4 and it gets cheaper. So yeah, the tower just does more damage and gets cheaper. Which, you know what? I'm chill with. I still don't think it's quite like a meta tower or anything. I don't think anybody will be using it. But it's okay, I guess. It's at least it didn't get gutted like all the other towers. Alright, Frost Blaster has been adjusted to play a bit nicer with the skill tree while having an overall improved performance. Frost Blaster has lost its instant freeze and hits in exchange for applying a much more consistent slow effect. Fire rate changes, yeah. Greatly modifying its stall with heavy buff single DPS output. That's interesting. Oh god, I'm seeing a lot of red. Right, so now it has a placement limit, which is quite high. I don't think anybody's gonna be placing 14 fucking Frost Blasters. I don't know what the fucking point of this placement limit is, but there's a lot of like changes in this update that don't have a purpose, so like whatever. Level 0, price goes down, damage goes down, fire rate goes down, Pierce goes 3. Oh jeez. On hit, he only applies 5% slow instead of 30. They should have kept him as a freezer, dude. They should have kept him freezing. What the fuck is this? Max slowness, yeah, max slowness goes to 20% instead of 30. Well, fuck you. Slowness time 2 to 3 seconds. Okay, that's good at least. Yeah, freeze time goes to 0 seconds. Oh boy. Okay. Great. Alright, so for level 1, price increase, damage down, fire rate down, pierces goes to 2. Hit slowness, yeah, max slowness goes to 20%, yeah, same. Yeah, so it's hit slowness and max slowness go down, just like level 0. They should have kept him freezing, dude. He was a really fun tower to mess around with. Slowness time goes 3 seconds, and freeze time, again, it's in green, but it's a nerf. Even though it's written in green, I don't know why. But freeze time goes down to 0 seconds, whatever. Ooh, yeah, defense melt, he has no more defense melt. On level 2, he has no more freeze time. On level 2, he has more slowness. Way less hit slowness and way less max slowness. Way less pierce. His fire rate gets cut in half. His damage goes down a little bit. He gets a little bit more expensive. Yeah, defense melt. Oh god, this is just awful. This is just awful. Level 3, price goes, oh my god, his damage gets gutted at level 3. Yeah, Pierce gets gutted, fire rate gets gutted. Oh no, fire rate is actually, yeah, it goes down. That's good. It gets slashed at a quarter of what it used to be. So I guess it does more DPS despite the lower damage. Interesting. And slowness, yeah. Slowness time, 2-3 seconds. Freeze time, yeah, okay. Oh, he actually does get defense melt on max level. That's interesting, but no freeze. A lot of slowness. Okay, so at level 4, he's good. He's good if you max him out, I guess. So yeah, so his hit slowness and max slowness go up this time. His slowness time goes up, his pierce goes down, range goes up, fire rate goes down, damage goes up, and gets more expensive. So Frost Blaster, basically what I'm getting from this is he's total utter complete dog shit until you max him out. And then when you max him out, he gets kind of good. Is what I'm gathering here. Which I would have rather have him stay as he was before. Whatever. Fuck it. You know what? We're just gonna move on. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, I think I scrolled a little too far. Someone get a fucking napkin, I'm gonna cry. Oh god. Oh god, look at how they massacred my boy. Look at how they massacred my boy. Fuck the toxic gunner, look at him. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's all red. It's all red. It's all red. It's all red, y'all. It's all red. It's all fucking red. Everything is red. Why? Why did they do that? Did they do that? Why didn't they do that? Okay, well, let's go to Toxic Gunner first. Let's go to Toxic Gunner first. He's the first star we saw. Well, sure. Toxic Gunner receives a minor decrease to poison damage to level 2 to balance out its game potential, still landing a solid option number of lives. Okay, sure. Should not have done that. Let me tell you, you should not have done that. But okay. Whatever. Warlock receives a balance changes to his damage output and range across the board, so remaining a solid DPS tower. No, it doesn't. I'm seeing way too much red for it to remain as a solid DPS tower. Look at how they massacred him, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He was one of the only, if not the only event tower that could actually stack up against late game enemies. And he just massacred him. Well, actually, it's a girl, I think. Warlock is female, actually. I don't know why I'm saying they massacred my boy, or he. I don't know why I'm saying it like he's a male, she's a female. But they massacred them. They massacred my girl, my boy, whatever the fuck it is, they massacred him. They massacred him, and I'm not happy about it. Yeah, range goes down, melee damage goes down on level 0, same on level 1. Level 2, oh god, melee damage goes down, knockback force goes down, range goes down. Level 3, range goes down, knockback force goes down, melee damage goes down. Level 4, price goes up. Damage goes down, fire rate goes down, or up, I mean. Knockback force goes down, melee damage goes down, and bleed stat goes down. Level 5, price goes up, fire rate goes up, range goes down. Knockback force goes down, melee damage goes down, and bleed stat goes down. Damn. Just leave her alone, man. Just leave her alone, man. You should have just left her alone, okay? I wouldn't have given a shit about any of these if Warlock stayed the same. Man. And this is, listen, I mean, I said I was gonna quit TDS, and as I said, I'm keeping my promise, okay? I'm keeping my promise. I'm still quitting TDS, but like for like a day or two, I'm gonna return just to test out these. I don't even want to call them balance changes. We need to invent a slur for what these are, okay? We need to invent a new slur for what these are. Because these aren't balance changes. These are not balance changes, my guy. These are not balance changes. We need to invent a slur for whatever the fuck these are. Wow. Yeah. Well, the game is fucking ruined. I hope everyone enjoys their fucking hardcore overhaul 2.0 or whatever the fuck the developers are trying to do with this. But I'm out. I hope you have a great day everyone. See you later. Goodbye.